Hey guys, it's Cece and today I'm going to be doing my book haul for July and August. I know, oops a little bit, okay, oops a lot. I was supposed to be on a book buying ban, but to be fair, I did not get that many books between the 2 months. It is between 2 months, and also most of this is going to be ebooks, which I needed to purchase before I went to London for the next few months. So the ebooks I don't even get in trouble for, just the physical books that I'm going to show you now. So between July and August, I got 9 physical books, one of which was a purchase that I had to make for school, and 2 of them were gifts. I have no excuses. Let's just do this. I have a lot of books to get through, especially the ebooks. So first of all, I never officially hauled this because it came like a couple of days after my June book haul, but there you go. I got Zeros by Scott Westerfeld, Deborah Biancotti, and Margot Lanigan. Read it, loved it, reviewed it. Link below. Enjoy. Next up is a gift I got, and that is The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and the Undead by Mark Twain and Don Borchert, I think. My mom got this for me because she knows I love Pride and Prejudice and zombies, and she decided that perhaps the only way I enjoy zombie books is to enjoy them alongside classic literature. So, I don't know when I'll get to this, but I'm excited. Next up is another gift, and that is Bellman and Black by Diane Setterfield. I am currently reading this book. I'm a little over halfway through. Don't know how impressed I am. Because it was marketed as a ghost story, and thus far, not really seeing the ghost story aspect of it. It's a really good book, but I wish it hadn't been marketed to me as a ghost story. But I'm really enjoying it, and we'll see what I think. I'm gonna finish it probably tomorrow, is the plan, so we'll see. I also got, and many of you were very excited about this on Goodreads, Saga Volume 1 by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. Yes, I finally started reading Saga and absolutely loved it. I've already read Volume 1, and I want to get other volumes when I get back from London because I absolutely adored this. So good. So worth the hype. Right now, we're gonna do a bit of an unboxing because this book came for school and I haven't opened it yet because I knew I wanted to film this video before I leave, so it's time to open this. Okay. Oh no. It's okay, I still got the other side. Oh, it's plastic wrapped. Okay, I got the plastic wrap off. So the book that I got is Memory Palace by Hari Kunzru, I think. I have to read this for my London colloquium class. Yeah, this takes place in, like, post-apocalyptic London, it's dystopian London, in a place where reading, writing, and remembering the past are banned, but there's a group of people who are dedicated to remembering. This is a very tiny book, but it's really pretty. It was very hard to find, also. But yeah, I'm excited to read this for my class this semester. These last 4 books I just got at a thrift store. I decided randomly that I wanted to go shop for books at a thrift store. I know, I have no control. But here are those 4 real quick. By the Light of the Moon by Dean Koontz. Wanted to get some more Dean Koontz, which also explains the next book. The Door to December by Dean Koontz. I'm really excited about reading some of these. I've never really gotten into like these mass market paperbacks, but I decided that I just wanted to pick a couple up because they were 50 cents, and hey, if I really enjoy them, maybe I can find another edition. But after reading Phantoms this summer, I decided I just really wanted to get into some more Dean Koontz. I also picked up Red Dragon by Thomas Harris. This is the first Hannibal Lecter book. This is the first Hannibal book. I love the show Hannibal, and it was just canceled this season, and I was really sad. And so I decided I wanted to get into some of the source material and check out that and see if I really enjoyed it, because it'd be great if I did. So, at some point, Red Dragon by Thomas Harris. Woo! And the last book that I purchased from the thrift store was Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. I was really excited to find this at the thrift store because it was super cheap for a book that I think has been sort of hyped, and I've definitely seen some booktubers enjoy it, whose opinions I trust. So I'm really excited. The quotes on this book just like rave. So yeah, I'm very excited to hopefully get to this. It keeps calling out to me to read it, and I know I can't before I leave, and it's making me really sad. Alright, that is it for the physical books that I purchased between June and July. I know, shouldn't have purchased any, book buying ban. like that was really gonna happen. So now let's get on to the ebooks that I've purchased for the next few months, of which there are 26. We're just gonna go through these. A lot of them I got on daily deals on Amazon, so they ended up only being $2 or $3. But I also got an Amazon gift card from my aunt before I left so that I could buy some more books. So, got a lot of books. But I'm excited to read a lot while I'm there and to read a lot while I'm traveling between places. It's gonna be awesome. So first up is some classic literature, some public domain stuff, and the first of those that I got is Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. You already know I got this one because I mentioned it, that I was going to be reading it in my August TBR. In fact, as soon as I finish Bellman and Black, I'll be starting Jane Eyre. I also got The Secret Adversary by Agatha Christie because I really enjoy Agatha Christie and I've wanted to read more by her, which also explains why I got The Mysterious Affair at Styles by Agatha Christie, so I can get some Agatha Christie in while I am abroad. I also decided while in London that I should probably expand the amount of Sherlock Holmes that I've read. Thus far, I've read exactly one short story. So I got some Sherlock Holmes. First up, I got The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. This is just a collection of the shorter adventures of Sherlock Holmes, and I have only read the Red-Headed League of this collection, but I'm really excited to read some of the other shorter ones because I did try to get into them as a child and just couldn't quite get into it, so I'm excited to revisit. I also got A Study in Scarlet, and I also got The Hound of the Baskervilles. So, Sherlock Holmes, set on some Sherlock Holmes. I also got The Princess Bride by William Goldman. I honestly don't know how I've made it this far in my life without reading this book, as I love the movie so much, and my mom really loves the book, so I don't really know how it didn't happen, but soon. Finally gonna read The Princess Bride. Now let's go on to some more modern books that I purchased. First up, Just One Day by Gail Forman. I have sort of been excited about this book, but honestly, it was cheap the day I bought it, and because it is centered around traveling, I just decided it was going to have to be one that I bought for this trip. I also got Magonia by Maria Devana Headley, I think? I've heard some very interesting things about this book. I've heard some really good stuff. It's, I believe, magical realism, and I don't know, the cover intrigued me, and again, on sale. So we'll see how this goes. I got Openly Straight by Bill Konigsberg. I've heard some good stuff about this book, and I wanted to include some diverse fiction while I was on my trip as well, so I decided to go with this one. I also got Every Day by David Levithan, which I've heard amazing things about, and I can't wait to finally read. This is about a person who every day wakes up in the body of a different person, and then one day this person falls in love with someone, and so they have to keep finding this person, is basically what I've heard about it, and I'm very, very excited to read it. Along with Two Boys Kissing by David Levithan, which has some critical acclaim to it, and I've heard some very interesting and different things about this, but I decided after really enjoying Will Grayson earlier this year that I really did just want to try out some more David Levithan. I got Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. You guys have been yelling at me to read this. Finally gonna do it. I wish I was reading it over the summer, but I think I'll still have fun with it. I got Cinder by Marissa Mayer. That's right, I got the first book in the Lunar Chronicles. Finally making some steps. This is probably at the top or close to the top of my TBR list for my Kindle books because everyone just loves this series and I can't wait to finally get started reading it. I got Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. I can't wait to read this. I really wanted to read it because it takes place in Paris and I'm going to Paris, so I purchased it so that I can read it before I go to Paris. I'm very excited. I got Falling Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes. Finally starting on another one of the high fantasy series that BookTube adores. Everyone loves this series, and I'm so excited to see what all the hype is about, because the last young adult high fantasy book that I picked up because of BookTube was Throne of Glass, and I absolutely love that series, so very excited to get into this. I got Bone Gap by Laura Ruby. This book was on sale and I was so excited. The cover is beautiful. If I like this book, I definitely want my own copy, but I'm very curious about what this book is, so we'll see how that goes. I got Vicious by V.E. Schwab. This has been one of my most anticipated reads of this year. I knew that at some point this year I wanted to read Vicious. I wanted to read my first V.E. Schwab book. It's happening. It's gonna happen. I got the entire Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy by Laini Taylor. These were all on sale the same day, and so I just decided to grab them. Very excited. This is a very hyped series as well on BookTube, so these 3 books, I have them all. So if I really love them, I can just move on to the next one. I got We All Looked Up by Tommy Wallach. I haven't heard a ton about this book on BookTube. I think I wanted to read it because I originally saw it in a Barnes & Noble and I thought it looked interesting, but again, it was on sale. YA contemporary. It sounded sort of interesting and different, so we'll see how this goes. I got The Monstrumologist by Rick Yancey. I believe I heard about this book on Little Book Owl's channel. And I do like Rick Yancey. I've read The Fifth Wave and I thought it was really good, so I decided to just get The Monstrumologist and see what all the hype is with that book. I got Lies We Tell Ourselves by Robin Talley. This was very close to the top of my LGBT TBR list that I did a couple of months ago, and is probably the top of my TBR list for these Kindle books. I can't wait to read it. It sounds absolutely fascinating. It takes place during the civil rights movement, so there's that, but it's also dealing with LGBTQIA issues, which I love, and Robin Talley has been really hyped. I'm so excited for her next 2 books that are already on my TBR, so I can't wait to read this book. Alright, we are on our last 2. Now, if you follow me on Twitter, or if you follow me on Tumblr, you know that last night I asked if I should purchase Honey Girl by Lisa Freeman or Ask the Passengers by A.S. King. Me personally, I sort of wanted to read Honey Girl more, but I'd heard so much hype about Ask the Passengers that I decided to ask you guys what I should do. Many of you said Ask the Passengers. The rest of you said get both. I want you to guess which people I listened to. In my defense, Ask the Passengers was only $3. What was I supposed to do? So the last 2 books that I got were Ask the Passengers by A.S. King, and I also got Honey Girl by Lisa Freeman. So there you go. This Kindle right here is an entire mobile library for my duration of time in London. I am going to be there for 3.5 months. I'm going to be doing a video, I think, Monday, sort of about London, give you more information on what's going to be going on with that, but I can't wait, and I have so many awesome books to read while I am there. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing the lack of self-control that I have. So I guess I will see you guys in another video very soon. Bye!